Hey guys, thanks for joining me today. This is Frozen with Outdoor Adventures. Today we're going to be reviewing the Big Agnes Q-Core SL. I first tried this out a couple weeks ago up at REI, and it was one of the most comfortable pads I've ever laid on. It comes with its own stuff sack, which is actually a mesh stuff sack, and it has a small repair kit inside of it as well. The pad is definitely very, very comfortable. It's 3.5 inch thick by 72 inches long, and it states that it's 20 inches wide. However, if you take a tape measure and go from end to end when it's inflated, it actually only measures 18. So for anybody that sleeps on their side, they're going to definitely notice this. I just used this yesterday actually at Raccoon Creek State Park, and I have a couple complaints about this pad. For one thing, like I said, the width is 2 inches smaller than what it's stated, and I definitely need that extra 2 inches because I am a side sleeper. Two, the bottom and the top are made of the same material, and it's a very, very slippery material. So if you're camping on any kind of incline, like if your tent site is on level, or maybe you're using it in a hammock situation for whatever reason, you're going to find, if you're in a sleeping bag especially, that you're going to be sliding off it very, very easily. That was my problem last night. I kept waking up and I was on the ground. So that's my biggest gripe. Actually, I have another gripe. The stuff sack that is included is a really low quality mesh, and I actually found, after only unpacking this 4 times, I have a hole in it, a couple holes in it actually, where it has tried to tear from the seam. So I'm not sure why Big Agnes decided to include this cheap, low quality stuff sack, mesh stuff sack, with one of the, their top mattresses. I think it was $150 up at REI, and so it's not a cheap sleeping pad by any means. It is very, very warm, I'll give it that, and it is very, very, very comfortable. And it doesn't make a whole lot of noise compared to like one of the Thermarest X-Therms. And that was the big selling point for me, because I do move around a lot when I'm sleeping. Another gripe I have about the pad is that it takes a long time to deflate it back to the size to be able to fit in the stuff sack. You literally have to roll it up 3 or 4 times to get all the air out. The pad weighs 1 pound 1 ounce and has an R value of 4.5 according to the REI website. It is a very warm pad. I wasn't cold throughout the night. Okay, so here's the pack size next to a 32-ounce Nalgene bottle. You can see this is just a little bit bigger. I really like the pack size, and I really like the weight. They needed to open the bite valve more, or the air valve more, or they needed to add. They need to add something, because this pad is so thick. They need to have a better way of packing it up, because this took longer than cooking my breakfast this morning for when I was camping. And the sleeping pad should be the easiest thing to pack up, in my opinion. Even the tent took me less time to pack up. So, great pad with some downsides, but if you're willing to, who knows? Maybe I'm just not packing up right. I've tried a dozen different ways. I've tried rolling it out, sucking it out, putting a vacuum cleaner to the valve. It's just, I don't see a way to pack it up faster. And like I said, the sleeping bag sliding off of the pad, plus the sleeping pad sliding on the bottom of the tent surface too. It's just, it's not what I was expecting for $150. I think they should have designed it a little bit better, with maybe some kind of treading, or maybe some kind of tread on the tops and bottom, maybe different material, but it is comfortable. So if you're having trouble sleeping, this may be the pad for you if you can deal with the nuances. So thanks again for joining me, guys. Anyway, stay safe, be smart, and I'll see you on the trails.